Right now, in the world of US currency, a silent revolution is happening. Bills that millions of people have held in their hands, those ordinary-looking $1 notes, are suddenly revealing secrets worth fortunes. Hidden in your wallet, in your drawer, even in your pocket change, could be a note that's not just money, but a treasure map. Tonight, right here on Secret of U.S. Notes, we're diving deep into two legendary $1 notes, the kind that can turn an everyday person into an overnight millionaire. These are not myths, not rumors, but verified treasures discovered in real U.S. auction houses. But here's the catch. These notes don't scream for attention. They whisper. Their power hides behind a serial number, a printing mark, or a forgotten reserve bank code. Stay locked in, because before the end of this video, you'll witness the shocking truth of how a simple dollar, the same one you might hand over for coffee, could hold life-changing wealth. And if you're new here, welcome to the channel that uncovers America's hidden paper gold, Secret of U.S. Notes, where every fold of currency tells a secret story of history, rarity, and pure fortune. So grab your note collection, take a deep breath, because what you're about to see will completely change the way you look at every dollar you ever touch again. Note number 1. At first glance, it looks like a normal dollar. Crisp white surface, the familiar face of George Washington, the green seal, just like billions of others. But hidden in its fabric lies a story that makes this note one of the most whispered-about treasures in the collector's world today. This 2017 Federal Reserve note was printed for the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago, marked with that powerful G, a symbol that holds deep roots in the American banking network. But what truly separates this note from the ocean of millions is its serial number, G00111578. That tiny star at the end is not decoration, it's destiny. The star note system began as a secret recovery mechanism. When a note was misprinted or damaged during production, the Bureau of Engraving and Printing replaced it with a special star note, marked with the star symbol. These were produced in tiny, limited batches, making them instantly rare. For collectors, that little star means gold. It's the mark of exclusivity, rarity, and perfection reborn from imperfection. The Series 2017 notes were issued during a period of technological refinement. The U.S. Treasury was transitioning printing processes, and the Chicago Reserve Bank batch included several unusual replacements. Only a small handful of these star notes ever escaped into circulation, and fewer still survived in fine condition today. Each note from this series carries not just the history of America's economy, but the spirit of resilience. It represents the nation's ability to adapt and correct, even in currency form. When you hold one, you're holding a piece of America's living legacy, a symbol of the journey from ordinary to extraordinary. Now let's talk about what makes this specific note an absolute showstopper. The bold green Treasury seal remains sharp and untarnished, a sign that the note has been protected with care. The paper retains its original fibers, meaning it hasn't spent much time in circulation. The serial number sequence, beginning with 11 signals that it was among the earliest notes of its batch, a hallmark that instantly excites collectors. And then, that final one, the star of rarity itself. It transforms an ordinary $1 note into a collector's dream. Imagine this. Out of the millions of dollars printed for this series, only a microfraction bear the G-star combination in such pristine form. It's like finding a diamond in a desert of sand. This note is in fine condition, but don't let that fool you. Fine condition for a star replacement of this age is incredibly scarce. The demand for 2017 Chicago G-Star notes has surged across U.S. collector networks, in online forums, private auctions, and even among Federal Reserve historians. Whispers of these notes are creating waves of excitement. Collectors hunt them not just for their design, but for what they represent. A rare intersection between modern printing and traditional scarcity. The market for such notes is on fire, with experts predicting that their value will only climb as collectors continue to seek the earliest and rarest star series ever printed. And here's where things get truly breathtaking. The current market value of this $1 star note, Series 2017 Chicago Federal Reserve, stands at a staggering $36. Yes, you heard that right, $36,000 for a single note originally worth $1. That's not just value. That's transformation. That's the kind of leap that turns an ordinary collector into a legend overnight. And the best part? The value of this note is rising every single day. Experts are calling it one of the fastest appreciating modern star notes in existence. Don't take this as fiction. I'm telling you the truth. This is a living, breathing piece of history that's becoming rarer and more valuable with each passing year. If you're starting your collection or hunting for your own star note, always check for low serial numbers starting with zeros, star marks at the end of serials, clear Federal Reserve identifiers like the Chicago G, sharp ink quality, and firm paper texture. Keep them flat, keep them clean, and never fold these notes, because every crease could cost you a fortune in collector value. So when you look at this humble piece of paper, the 2017 $1 G-Star note, remember, it's not just a currency, it's a time capsule of American rarity. Its journey from the presses of the Bureau of Engraving and Printing to private collections and high-stakes auctions is nothing short of magical. Right now, someone somewhere is holding a note just like this, unaware that they're holding a treasure worth tens of thousands. Stay with us, because next we're going even deeper into another note that's even more mysterious, even rarer, and carrying a value that could rewrite what we believe about modern U.S. currency. And remember, Secret of U.S. Notes is updated freshly every day, uncovering the hidden wealth inside America's forgotten paper money. So subscribe, turn on notifications, and never miss the next discovery, because your next dollar could be your next big treasure. Note number 2. And now, prepare yourself for something extraordinary, because what you're about to see is a modern miracle. A piece of today's paper money that's already becoming tomorrow's treasure. The Series 2021 $1 Federal Reserve note, issued by the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, bearing the code B and carrying the enchanting serial B05840883, isn't just another bill. It's a symbol of how modern printing can still produce legends. A note so young, yet already rewriting the rules of collector history. To understand the importance of this note, we have to go back to the story behind the 2021 print run, a time when the United States Treasury was implementing some of the most precise printing calibrations in recent history. The world was recovering from global uncertainty, and demand for fresh currency surged. The Bureau of Engraving and Printing ran its presses non-stop, but even the most advanced machines aren't perfect. When a few sheets were discovered with misalignments, faint inking, and numerical inconsistencies, the Federal Reserve ordered replacements. Those replacements became what collectors now whisper about, the 2021 Star Series. And from the heart of Manhattan's financial veins, from the powerful Federal Reserve Bank of New York, emerged one of the rarest, the note marked B05840883. It's a child of the modern world, yet it carries the soul of the rarest historical misprints, a perfect blend of precision, chance, and pure fortune. Holding one feels like holding lightning in your hand, that kind of rarity that happens once in a generation. At first glance, this 2021 note might deceive you, its paper still fresh, its ink still glowing. But to trained eyes, there are signs of something special. Look closely. The serial pattern is balanced and almost rhythmic. 0, -58, -40, -88, -3. A mirror-like symmetry that makes it visually magnetic. And then, at the end, the legendary mark of the star replacement confirms its identity as a survivor of error, a reborn masterpiece of money. The B seal, representing the New York Federal Reserve, glows with a deep, authoritative green, symbolizing the financial heartbeat of America itself. New York notes have always held a certain prestige, but when they carry a star, they become irresistible. And the paper itself, even in fine condition, it shows a strong body and authentic BEP fiber, a sign of minimal handling and true collector preservation. This note is not a relic. It's a young gem, a note from the future that's already worth more than a small fortune today. You might wonder, how can a 2021 note be this valuable already? The answer lies in the numbers. The Federal Reserve Bank of New York star notes from 2021 were produced in very limited runs, and only a handful of sheets with the B-star pattern ever left the BEP vaults. Some were destroyed, some locked away, and only a precious few reached circulation before collectors pounced. Today, those who own one of these notes hold an asset that is climbing in value every single month. Collectors are now calling these 2021 B-star notes the modern legends, the kind of currency that bridges two eras, the golden age of rarity and the digital future of money. Auctioneers report intense bidding wars, often doubling initial estimates, as investors rush to claim a piece of paper that's transforming into a historical artifact before their eyes. Its demand is burning hotter than ever, and every serious collector in the U.S. knows this series is one of the must-haves of the decade. And now, the moment of truth. The current market value of this United States $1 2021 B-star note B05808883 stands at a jaw-dropping $26,000. Yes, $26,000 for a note that most people would have mistaken for a simple dollar bill. That's not hype, that's a fact confirmed by ongoing U.S. auction market trends. Its price is rising, steadily, confidently, and experts believe it's only the beginning. Don't take this as fiction. This is the truth unfolding in front of us. You are witnessing one of those rare stories where a single dollar can hold the power of a treasure chest. The value of this note is climbing every season, and one day soon, owning it might mean owning a piece of history that no amount of ordinary cash can ever buy. If this note inspires you, and it should, start hunting. Look through your cash, your savings, and even your old collections. You never know what star notes might be hiding there. Focus your search on star-marked serials. Federal Reserve Bank of New York seals. B. Balanced or low serial number patterns. Crisp edges and clear ink lines. And once you find one, protect it. Place it in a currency sleeve, keep it away from sunlight, and never fold it. Even a fine-condition note like this one can grow exponentially in value with time and care. Remember, patience turns paper into gold. So what we have here, the 2021 B-star note from the New York Reserve, isn't just paper money. It's a modern legend in the making. It proves that even today, when everything seems digital and fleeting, Real-world treasures still exist, waiting in your wallet, waiting in your change, waiting to be discovered by those who pay attention. Its story is proof that not all treasure comes in gold or jewels. Some come in ink, cereals, and paper fibers woven into the story of America itself. And that's why we bring you Secret of U.S. Notes, the channel that uncovers the nation's hidden wealth, one extraordinary note at a time. Stay tuned, because tomorrow we reveal even more. Notes so rare, so mesmerizing, they'll change everything you think you know about money. Subscribe now, hit that bell, and remember, every dollar has a secret. And sometimes, that secret can make history.